Welcome to TRS Clips. Just know we've built this channel so that you binge watch the entire podcast through the highlights of different episodes. Like this video, but first, enjoy it. Do you meditate at all?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I make it a point to meditate at least.
We
for
meditate a
little
lot,
while.
like here in this room,
Okay.
which is why we send people out and all that. Like this is the art space, and
Ooh.
I feel if you meditate in a particular space a lot, changes the energy of the room as well.
I feel meditation is about you. I feel it's not about where you are. I can meditate in a car. I'm quite okay with that. I meditate while I'm sleeping also. Sometimes if I wake up in the morning, sometimes it depends on where it doesn't depend on where I am so much as where I am in my head. So
Okay.
yeah, that's me.
How long have you been meditating?
You know, like somebody gave me a very interesting thing about meditation, told me a very interesting thing. Like it's like, when you read about meditation, सब लोग बोलते हैं कि मेडिटेशन ऐसा होता है, ध्यान जिसे कहते हैं, ध्यान ये होता है, ध्यान वो होता है, और आपको एक जगह में बैठ के आपको ध्यान करना पड़ता है. What is ध्यान? You have to take out everything, you have to release all your thoughts. So there are lots of definitions about meditation, but for me, I think the best definition that I have found of meditation is to be very, very present in the moment. So, and this is a book, this is a line that I read in a book to say that everything in your life should be a meditation. Whether you are, whatever you are doing, whether you're exercising, whether you're eating food, whether you're sitting and watching a film, if you are completely and supremely present in that moment, that is a meditation. So don't think that you have to like find a space and sit in that space. I mean, no offense,
all good.
not in a
all
bad way, meant in that way, but that for me is meditation. So when I work out for an hour and I'm listening to my music and it's just me in the gym with myself and I'm working out, that for me is meditation.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And I agree 90%. I'll tell you what I figured just through the show. Okay. So we have a lot of monks who come on the show, and I always ask them about these same questions because this is exactly what I believe. Mindfulness, like when you're mindful in a conversation or working out, that is meditation, and it is meditative. Okay. And then there's a process of dhyan, which is like a whole,
Yes,
it's a mental exercise. It's basically everyone overthinks, everyone has all sorts of thoughts. So when you sit in one place, even these monks, they have thoughts that run. And when you pull your thoughts back to the point of focus of the meditation, that's dhyan, and that's the actual meditation.
Right.
So have you heard of someone called BK Shivani? She's a really good communicator. She's a spiritual leader, incredible communicator, and we had her on the show. And I asked her about this same topic in terms of, is this meditation? Is that meditation? What's meditation? She said that this is dhyan, but if you live your life meditatively, like if you're in the moment, if you're completely present in whatever you do, you'll notice that your dhyan actually gets much deeper and much easier. It gets much more lubricated, that process. And I've felt that like lately. And that's what I'm trying to do in every moment. Like when I'm eating, I'm just trying to eat. Yeah. When I'm watching YouTube, I'm just trying to watch YouTube.
Yeah.
When I'm speaking to Kajol, I'm just trying to speak to Kajol. Not thinking about
That's
other
not
stuff.
a dhyan. That's not difficult to do, is it?
No.
Is it difficult?
No. You're very easy to talk to. I'm being very like straight up with you here. I think you're very radiant. Like, even when like you walk around, there's like this radiance like around you.
Wow. Thank you. That's very sweet.
How? That's
Because I don't spend time with that many people. I like to work not that much. And I like spending time with myself. I feel like, there's a lovely line that somebody told me that, you have to fill up your own bucket.
Like take care of yourself.
No, it's not a take care of yourself. It's, you have a bucket. Either it's a pain bucket or it's a happiness bucket. So you have to fill up your own bucket with whatever you want to. If it's pain, if you're going to fill it up with pain, and if you're going to fill it up with anguish and suffering and whatever, you're going to overflow that out into the world. And people are going to feel that around you. And when you fill up your bucket with all the good stuff just comes out. I think that's really the theory behind radiance.
What's in your bucket?
My bucket is filled with a lot of stuff. My bucket is filled with a little bit of everything, really. It's got sadness, it's got truth, it's got anger, it's got compassion, it's got kindness, it's got love, it's got light, it's got a little bit of everything, really.
There's no sadness that people pick up from you.
Because I feel that that's something that's also a part of me. Of course, if I can make you cry on screen, aren't you picking up on my sadness?
But in person, like right now, I don't feel that. Like I feel you're like really strong and radiant.
I
I'm not
am
able to-
strong and radiant, but I am strong and radiant because I can cry.
Okay.
I am strong and radiant because I can feel that, and I can feel it completely, and I can let it go also completely.
Is there something in your life that's still at this one? Because after everything you've accomplished, and I feel you're like pretty self-actualized as well. Do you have any like thing in your life that's
Of
a source of a little
course.
sadness?
Of course, I think everybody does, don't they? Everybody does. And if we don't, wouldn't we be at some point, either I would have gained nirvana and I'd be sitting under a tree and not having this conversation with you, or I'd be like, I would be a very, very different person. I would be a very different person. So, yeah, I have, of course you have. You have sadness, you have anger, you face all of it. You have doubts, you have fears, you have, all of that. And all of that is very much who I am today. I'm looking at each and everything very clearly.
I'm only asking you this from a perspective of learning. But these things you
Paise
speak.
de raho? De do.
I'm trying
I'm
to
very
learn.
expensive, Baba, as a therapist.
But are you comfortable sharing any aspect of that sadness? Like what could possibly be sad in your life? And I'll tell you why. Because lots of people look at your life from the outside thinking that
Definitely.
everything's perfect.
I aim for it to be. But yes, there are times that things that sadden me, fights that I've had, and, memories, lots of memories. And
Like sad memories?
yes, of course. Of course. My life has not been, my life has been a life. My life has been very much a full and a very, very complete life. But yes, I believe in my privacy. And I don't think that everybody needs to know everything. I feel that, theek hai, jo dikhana. I feel if you're looking at me, you're looking at me as a person, as an icon, as a personality.
As my childhood crush.
Stop. It was my childhood also, so shut up.
Okay. Go on. Fair.
So yeah, I feel that I've grown, and I hope and pray to God that I've grown. I wouldn't want to be the same as I was when I was 16 years old. I think differently. I behave differently. I have very, very, like, I liked myself at 16, but I love myself at 48. I love who I've become today. I love my life. And, I've worked very hard to come to where I am today. So, yeah.
It shows through. Like, I think when you have this much to say, it comes from a place of having seen a lot. When you go through that
Definitely.
journey.
And I think as an actor also, somewhere down the line, I think as actors, we are somewhere, like I tell everybody, I said, आप सबको एक पिक्चर तो जिंदगी में करनी चाहिए. क्योंकि जब आप 300 लोगों के सामने रोना पड़ता है और उनके सामने सब कुछ करना पड़ता है, and you have to make a fool out of yourself, and you have to bear yourself and be so emotionally vulnerable in front of a lot of people and do it again and again and again without वो अंदर से जो झिझक होती है, without that, I think that is a huge learning process.
If you enjoyed this video, just know that this entire channel is full of playlists that'll take you down different pathways of learning. All sorts of subjects, all sorts of genres, all sorts of guests, but the one commonality, lots of knowledge. Enjoy TRS Clips.